Oh, I'm recording. All right. So hey, let me see something because my intention was to have me visible. There I go. All right. So let me see if I can make this bigger. So basically, hey y'all, let me make it a little bigger. Yeah, not so big because I want you guys to be able to see with me. But what time is it? Okay. Good morning slash afternoon to everyone. What you see is a page I was looking at after I got a little salty. So basically, I was online doing a little scrolling. I don't know. I just do that every now and then to try to keep up on the latest news lately. It's been my thing, just trying to stay in tune. So I rolled it up through some things, and I saw Oprah's wish list had come out, and I got to thinking how back in the day Oprah used to be one of our big voices. Before she was just Oprah, the rich billionaire, she was Oprah the voice. She had a show where she would sit and speak on big topics. And then I went through Oprah's wish list and I saw all the things she was, saying that she loved, her favorite things basically. And one of them was this $35 muffin, and the shipping for it was $35. It's one muffin, $35. To ship it to you costs $35. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, I was just thinking, there's so much going on right now, and all of our big voices, our big African American voices, are unavailable. It seems as though everybody's unavailable. Like people like influential people like Oprah and Tyler Perry and all the big people with platforms to get our voices heard and our political leaders. It seems like so much going on, and we don't have a voice fighting for and with us in the things that are going on right now. There's so much racism. There's so much um, wrongdoing when it comes to police and brutality and cover ups, and just a lot of shit's been going on within the last years. And it's like, what happened to our voices? Um, Dang, I guess it sparked from me seeing when that information was released from the JFK files, and I saw the stuff that unfolded about Martin Luther King, and I just got to thinking about how strong of a leader and he was, and the movement, that he brought about, and how it was such a big, powerful thing, and the voices were huge, and the impact was felt everywhere. We don't have that kind of leadership anymore. We don't have anybody fighting with and for us anymore. So we keep seeing all these things happen in the news to our people, and it's like, who's fighting for and with us? We don't have anybody. It feels like we don't have anybody stumping their foot and pumping their fist. The Kanika Jenkins case just got some headway in regards to Nancy Grace and Dr. Oz taking a bite into that. But no shade, because I'm not a racist by any means. I'm not. However, I am a believer in strong black presence, meaning for us, by us, hold us down, speak up. You know what I mean? I'm where I'm going with it. So I feel like they shouldn't have been the first ones to say something. Where's our strong black people? Where's our voices? We have so many influential people in this world right now with platforms, with strong voices to till we shouldn't be the last people to speak on it. We should be the first. It shouldn't have been Dr. Oz and Nancy Grace, although I'm grateful, because without them it wouldn't have gotten the exposure that it did. So I'm not shading that by any means. But it's like, dang, yo. So Where's my little pointer? I lost it while I'm ranting. Give me a second. I was trying to find my little cute pointer because I was scrolling, but I just used my finger. So I'm on this page. It's called, let me move my little picture. The Root 100 2017. Every year they do a list of the most influential black people. And this is the 2017 list of the most influential black people. And it's like, I haven't seen any of these people speak on any of the topics, not just the Kanika Jenkins case, but we've been having a lot of things going on. And if they're so influential, how are they being influential? In what way are they being impactful to positive positivity in anything that has to do with us as a whole? You know what I mean? As anyway, let me just scroll this list so you can see who they have listed here. And you let me know if you feel like they're influential in a way that matters. This gentleman here, let me not scroll back too fast. His name is Jordan Peele. Let's see what he does. The top one on this list is Jordan Peele. He's a director, producer, and writer. How is he the most influential person? Period. We need voices. We need people with platforms to speak up on injustices and wrongdoings and rights and etc. etc. The next person, Miss Solange Knowles. This is what they think is as far as the most influential people are concerned. I know this baby has a voice as far as her beliefs. I give her that, and I am not shading anybody. But do you notice that we don't have any political people? Let me keep scrolling because y'all ain't. I'm speaking before I let y'all see that we don't have any political people on this list. Any real voices. Let me not let y'all. I'm going too fast. Here you go. His name, Barry Jenkins. He's a director. Where I'm going with this is basically we don't have any real leaders, y'all. It's like we are the voices for us. It's like if we want something to be heard, it's the Facebookers and the YouTubers and the many protesters that's getting it out there. It's like when it comes to mainstream, we get a small snippet of whatever the time frame is, and it's swept under the rug. And if it is politicized, there's no justice followed behind it. People getting away with murder as far as cops. This murder with Kanika getting swept under the rug. We don't have voices, y'all. What's going on with us? What's going on with our generation of people that nobody has stood up and taken a stance, and nobody has rallied behind whomever to unite and do something. It's like we just letting things happen. Like life is happening, and we're in the background sounding off, pissed off bystanders. Basically, we have our cameras up and filming bystanding. Basically, actively doing not much of anything. Not saying that by us putting it out there, it's in vain, but basically we don't have real backing, and it's just it blew me. I was so I don't know. I just got salty, y'all. It's like I looked at the fact that people like Oprah with big, with ability to pull and has connections and all that kind of stuff. People like y'all know where I'm going with, just big people who we look at as powerful, strong, impactful. We admire, we aspire to be that way. I wish I could have Oprah's money and power and stance in life so I can do more than just have a wish list. You know what I mean? I see a lot of our people when things happen in the world like hurricanes and big devastations happen. I'm not saying that they don't pitch in and do their part, because I do see our people with some influence donate and do great things. They donate money and resources and support when hurricanes happen and devastation hits. But what about the devastation when it comes to us. We're under attack right now. We're as a demographic, we're going through some shit. And what happens to the support in regards to that? You know, who's uniting us as a nation right now? It's like we're a nation divided, and nobody's helping to bridge the gap. Nobody's being a voice for us, and being a voice for unity, and being a voice to speak on all these injustices. It's like news outlets give their point of view and perspective. And as we've been seeing while we've been diving into this case and trying to do research on our own, is a lot of the stuff that they give us is what they want us to know. And excuse that train in the background. I hope y'all can still hear me. But basically, news outlets give us what they want us to know. You know, what they've been given that was probably already tweaked and twisted and, you know, fed to us, especially delivered to us. So we only get part of the truth when it comes to things that our demographic is involved in. So I'm just saying, where's our voices, guys? We need strong leaders, strong backing, people that's unafraid to get up and take a stance and follow through. You know, I'm just saying. I see a few young people that were behind Teresa Martin's case. Those guys, young guys, I forget his name, Jedediah and Lamont. Those were two of the political protesters that were out there kind of protesting. I thought that was a great thing to have those young people taking a stance on something they believed in for this particular case. However, we're the big leaders, you know what I mean, that come in, do things like that on a regular, take stances behind all the mess, all of it. Not little news outlets taking jabs and, you know, little things of that nature. But I'm just saying, y'all, I don't know. It's like we in this alone, you know? We in this alone. Our leadership is whack. We got improper guidance. It's like, I don't know. That was on my mind, and I just had to share that with y'all because I don't know. I got a little salty, you know. I don't know. Every now and then I get to reading stuff, and I just feel like sharing with y'all. So I wish I had this on live so I can see how you guys feel about it too. But yeah, that's how I was feeling, y'all. I'm gonna scroll some more down this list and let y'all see. I don't even know who this guy is, and I bet he's nothing to do with politics. I can't pronounce it, but you all see his name. He's a journalist. Journalists are great. He's in the media in New York. However, has he covered anything that has to do with us? Is he being a voice for us? I don't know. Where's no phone? My son in the background, he says I'm bashing.
You're bashing a whole lot of people.
Who am I bashing, baby?
Everybody on that list. You don't know what they do. They could they might not be politically helping, but what if they're giving to communities or helping out those homeless people or donating to different types of foundations, being influential, not in the way you want to be, but they're still being influential. So it's you're saying you're not being influential for current events that are on the news, so therefore you're not being influential towards our people.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's kind of what I've been hearing.
No.
You haven't said I'm not sure if they're doing anything else for the community to help, but they are
No,
helping.
you missed it. Remember when I said I know that some of our influential people are making donations when tragedy hits, and I'm not saying that they don't donate their money and their time for things, but where's our leaders when it comes to us as a whole? You know what I mean? Our big issue. Our big issue isn't when tragedy hits every now and again, and when they make donations to the local Salvation Army. That's not the thing that I'm trying to address. The thing that I'm trying to address is the fact that we don't have a Martin Luther King. We don't have a Malcolm X. We don't have.
There won't be another one of them.
I know that there won't. That's the thing. Why won't there be another one? Why is there no one bold enough to take a stance and be okay with the fact that things are not okay right now? Back, it seems like we're getting back to what the 60s was, when my parents had to go through some shit just to get to where we are today. And it seems like what's going on right now is trying to drive us back to what it used to be. And why is nobody standing up as a political lead and head and saying, hell no,
What's
it's not
stopping
okay.
you from doing it?
Say again, son.
What's stopping you from doing it?
What's stopping me from doing it? I
You
don't
don't
have
have
a
you don't have to be famous.
I don't have a
What's
plat.
the actual reason?
What?
What's the actual reason that you're not actually out and doing something about it?
Baby,
You don't have to be famous to make your voice heard.
I'm not saying you have to be famous to make your voice heard, but having a platform to reach more is.
Your
And
platform can just be your voice. You don't
I
need
hear
people to back you. All you got to do is
my son is
eventually.
giving me a read right now, y'all.
You really don't have to be famous. The same way you got people watching your Kanika thing, you could be doing what you're saying famous people aren't doing. Because you're pretty much only targeting famous people when you don't have to be famous to make your voice heard.
I'm not
Martin
really.
Luther King wasn't famous. He was
Ooh,
just a
y'all
regular.
don't hear my baby right now. He giving me
And eventually he
this is
built a
my.
platform
Come here,
based off his
son.
voice.
Come on here.
I got PB&J's to
I know
prove
you
it.
got PB&J, but I know you far away, and they always say they can't hear me. I'm gonna let my son read me on live, and I don't mind because we're gonna have this small debate, and I'm gonna let him do it because actually he's making sense, and I'm gonna respond to what he's saying. And come on here, son. I ain't gonna come here. This is my oldest son. He's going to the Navy in January.
The fourth.
The fourth. This is Jarrell. Come on over, son, so I can put you in here with me. This is his.
Hello.
Hey, this is his take on what I've been saying. He's been in the background fixing him something to eat while I've been ranting, and this is how he feels as a response to what I was just saying. He kind of caught me off guard with it, so I'm gonna let him say it, and I'm gonna respond respectfully and not like a mom and cut up. So here you go, son. Go ahead.
Basically, I feel you don't really have to be famous to have a platform to stand on because if you look back at most of the people that stood up for anything dealing with injustice towards our people, quote unquote, innocent.
My speaker's real low, so speak up for the people so they
I,
won't.
I got a very loud voice.
Okay.
But so if you look at all of our past leaders, Martin Luther King was just a small reverend to start off with, and he pretty much it didn't matter who followed him. He still made his voice heard by just using his voice, and eventually people heard what he had to say. So at the end of the day, we shouldn't just try and say that we need to have a platform to stand on when in fact our platform could just be our voice, and eventually people will follow. Because leaders aren't made leaders by being famous. Leaders are made leaders by having an actual voice to say something.
Okay, and what else did you say behind that? You said that, and then I responded, and your question to me was,
What's stopping you from being that person to take action?
all right. So y'all hear my son, Mr. Wise himself. Yeah, he is truly mine, Lord Jesus. But I think that the platform gives you more of an audience. You know, you make more of an impact with more people viewing you. So nothing's stopping me from putting my voice out there and getting heard. For me, this is my platform. This is me making my voice heard. You know, reaching out to people with that in their heart to be that big strong leader who God has touched in that way to drive others, to lead others. Um, I'm all about people leaning into their calling, so to speak. Everybody has a calling, something that they're naturally gifted and blessed at doing, and I don't think that's my thing. You know what I mean? I'm about shining a light on stuff and speaking the truth, and you know, I he got me, y'all. He got me. But like I was saying, we need leaders. You know, what's stopping you, son? You sound like you got some sense.
I'm
What's
not. I'm not
But
that.
he's not political, y'all. He's not into politics at
At
all. That's what's
all.
stopping him. He's more a debater than into politics.
I can debate anything if I
But that's what I was
research.
basically saying, y'all. We need more leaders to stand up and take a stance on that kind of thing. Um, yeah, I thank my son for making me smile because I was a little salty when I first got on here, thinking about the fact that we have so many people with all these platforms and power and connections and voices that are not using them to speak on us as a total entity, to bring us together, to speak on the injustices, to, you know what I mean, to bridge the gaps, to mm, it's I feel like that song from Marvin Gaye. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? All right, y'all know I don't never stay on here long. I just had that on my heart and was feeling some kind of way, you know, and I just had to share. So yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm gonna scroll this list a little bit more and see who we got. Look at that, Childish Gambino, Mr. Donald Glover, influencing what? He's a good kid though. He's very positive. I give him that. Political leader, not. So these are most influential black people as far as the root is concerned. Oh, let me put it back. Excuse me. Her name is Roxanne Gray. All right, Mama, and she is a an author. So our people are doing great things. Yes, we are. We are doing great things in this nation, in this world. However, where are our people at? Oh, we got an attorney right here, Mr. Lee Merritt. He works in the community. All right. We got somebody there representing victims of police brutality. Okay, I hear you, but you know I'm going with it. Where's our Martin Luther King? Where's our Malcolm X? You know, maybe we're that voice, y'all. Maybe the YouTubers and the Facebookers and the people who don't let things get swept under the rug and don't let voices become unheard and keep on bringing um, things to the forefront. Maybe we're that voice. Maybe in 2017, this is the way it happens now. You know, maybe that's it. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong, and the way that they did it in the 60s with the protests and the big stances and the marches and all of that is the way they had to do it. Maybe this is the way we have to do it. I don't know. All I know is I wish there was more of a huge presence. You know, I just wish there was more. I wish there was more. I feel like we're in it alone. That's how I feel. I feel we don't have the support, we don't have the backing, we don't have a leader. On that note, you guys be blessed, be safe, and you know I'll tune in whenever I can, and I'll post up whatever I see, and you know, peace out. This is Tanika Nikki sounding out. Have a good one, guys. Oh, I'm in the way.